Great.
Okay, so thank you. So we'll just tell you a little bit about mining in reindeer land. So our title of the project is Mining in Reindeer Land, Understanding Impacts of Mining and Activities on Reindeer, Reindeer Husbandry and Sami Culture. And with the abbreviation MINEDEER, our project. So it's me and Per Sandström a little bit sharing the project leading. He's kind of the main project leader, but we are working with 3 reindeer herding communities in Sweden and also Boliden Mineral Company. And the project is running from 2020 to 2023. So the goals of our project is to quantify impacts of mining activity on reindeer and reindeer husbandry, and to mitigate land use planning and dialogue between the 2 stakeholders, which is the reindeer herders and the mining companies. And as I said, we have 3 reindeer herding communities, or samebyar, as we name it in Swedish, and they are all forest herding communities situated in forest solely and circulating using grazing ranges both in summer and winter in forest. There are also mountain herding districts using mountains in summer, so there's a distinction here. And we're working around the mines Aitik, and then there's Boliden in Mausjar, and then Kristineberg in Malå reindeer herding community. And I will tell you a little bit, very short, on some results that we've also produced together with another project in connection with wind power development. And the method where we are using, it's quite similar also in this project. But what we do to analyze and look into how reindeer is affected is that we gather qualitative data from reindeer herders discussing what areas they are using within their district, and their knowledge on reindeer. How is reindeer usually using the landscape? How have they used the landscape historically? And then we have GPS data on reindeer, sometimes very high resolution very often, and sometimes more spread, but usually the herders have GPS on reindeer to know where they are and as a help in their herding. So we have it's very good that we can also use this data within the research. And then together with the GPS data, we also have the quantitative data on spatial information on infrastructure, vegetation types, and then also temporal information. Now it's been kind of in this results I will just show you in a minute is in relation to wind farm construction in Malå reindeer herding community, where we also have this Kristineberg mine. And from this we can construct models looking into how reindeer use the landscape. And then we interpret the results together with the herders to see if this seems reasonable. Is this something that the herders how have they used the landscape with the reindeer, and how do the reindeer usually respond to this?
1 minute, Anna.
Thank you. So yeah, here is just a picture of many GPS positions, and some results then from Malå. And here we have the Kristineberg mine and some wind farms. And we have looked into this GPS data. And here we have also compared before and after wind farms, but relating it also to the mine in this area. And we looked into the snow-free season, and we have both like most effect of the mine in the calving season. As we see here, we can see the red area is not used by the reindeer, but we see that the mine comes forward during all season in the snow-free season. So we have an effect of the mine. We cannot compare before the mine was existing because we don't have GPS data. It was started in the 1940s. And so this is some preliminary results in relation to this project. And yes, and more of this will come, this analysis of GPS data from all herding districts together with detailed mapping of the vegetation types in these areas. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anna. Very, very interesting. And of course, if we will be able to hold our business sustainable in all of the different aspects, we need to know a lot about other business, other areas where we want to exist and coexist with others. We have just now Satajärvi Sameby from close to Pajala who have started a project together with Kaunis Iron, LKAB, University in Luleå and Trafikverket, and that will be very interesting to follow as well. So thanks, Anna, and we look forward to more results and hear more from you, of course.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks. Stefan from Bergskraft, most people know about you quite a lot, I believe, so I think you presentate yourself in the best way, and please, I can see your screen, so just start when you want.
Thank you, Niklas. Good morning, everybody. My name is Stefan Sadboom, and I'm a senior exploration geologist working for Bergskraft. The background to our project, Metals for You, Mineral Raw Materials for a Green and Digital Future, is that we agree there is a lack of understanding of what mining is and the role of mining in our current and future society. There's also a lack of understanding and knowledge regarding our individual role as a private and societal consumer of raw materials and how our consumption is calling for mining and delivery of different kinds of raw material-based products. There's been many attempts throughout the years to bridge this gap. Based on the results of a pre-study in 2020, we have selected our core target group to be children 6 to 15 years old. We have selected them because they are the future, they will build tomorrow's society, and they are tomorrow's decision makers. We have decided to reach out to them via a combination of physical installations and digital virtual installations in 5 locations throughout Sweden. Our consortia with 17 partners is quite unusual because it has a geographical cover from north to south and is built of partners from mining companies, mining equipment manufacturers, consultant companies, NGOs, the Farmers Association LRF, academia, Geological Survey of Sweden, municipalities and science centers. Our goals are to increase the understanding and the use of origin of metals and minerals. We want to improve the dialogue between and about what mines are and how we need mines. We want to increase the knowledge and interest for how to create a sustainable mineral industry for the future. And we believe that the students' acquisition of knowledge will be stimulated by a mixture of physical and digital experiences. We will present the students with something physical that really exists, something that you can feel, you can smell it and you can see it. And we think that we can enhance the experience with the aid of digital tools, a digital learning platform that will strengthen the understanding and add more information about how the real thing has been created, where it comes from and what it can be used for. We will do this in collaboration with our big group of partners spread all over the country. We will do 5 installations, 1 in Luleå, 1 in Skellefteå, 1 in Örebro, 1 in Askersund and 1 in Skåne. And we are now in the phase of planning and creation. We will develop digital tools that can describe, enhance and increase the understanding of these quite complex features. We'll bridge and implement the methods that can take this information into the school and help the teachers and students to collaborate and learn more about these things. And
Stefan,
we will,
1 minute, please.
Yes, and we will create missions, things like find a piece of marble, explore how you can mold something in concrete, and things like that will that will stimulate and create new experiences for the students. Will this work? Well, we don't know yet, but I think perhaps this can give a clue about what will happen. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, and a great project this as well. And of course, when you and other projects are working together with different organizations, and not forget to mention about those science centers. I believe that is very interesting and will give us a lot of push in the direction that we want. The awareness and the enthusiasm for our business and for the green transformation. Thanks a lot. Next up is Katarina Nilsson from Svemin. So please. And we see your presentation.
So let's see now. Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, very good.
Full screen or half screen?
Good enough.
Good enough. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm the project leader for this project. I'm Katarina Persson Nilsson from Svemin. The project itself is a strategic project called Society's Future Needs for Metals and Minerals for a Sustainable and Digital Society in a 2030 and 2050 perspective. With me, I've had a selection of partners: Boliden, Talga, Lundin Mining, LKAB, Luleå Technical University, the Geological Survey Sweden, and also the Swedish Agency for Growth Policy Analysis. The goal of the project was to show an overall picture of society's short-term and long-term needs for metals and minerals, not least for the green and digital transition. It was to compile and analyze existing reliable information on the metal needs, and also be supplemented with an assessment of Sweden's potential to meet the metal and minerals need in Europe. Finally, we were to present the report so that could be communicated to relevant stakeholders. Results so far. Well, Material Economics was commissioned to carry out the compilation and the analysis. A steering group with industrial representatives, authorities, and academia followed and guided the project. And the analysis showed that, for example, the most important driving force for increased demand for many metals until 2050 will be the climate transition. And the level of our climate ambitions will also greatly affect the demand for these metals. So the faster we want to switch to a net zero society, the higher the demand for metals. Recycling will be important, but it's not expected to cover emerging demands by more than 15 till 26% until 2050. And regarding a few examples of Sweden's potential contribution for these metals, the Vittangi project could account for 1/5 of the estimated demand for graphite in Europe by 2025 if mining can start according to the plan. LKAB's REMAP project can also contribute with about 30% of the EU's needs regarding rare earth elements. Regarding upcoming activities and next step, well, the project is actually finished. And the report was launched on September 17th. The report is named Climate Ambition and Metal Needs, Opportunities for Sweden and the Swedish Mining Industry. And when it was presented by Material Economics on the launch event, we also had a panel with politicians. It was 4 different political parties represented: the Social Democrats, the Green parties, the Moderates, and the Center parties, and they discussed the result presented in this report. With us in the panel was also the industry, represented by Boliden and Northvolt. The report will now be translated into English and communicated further on the European arena. As I told you, the project ended on September 30th. Any additional information can be found on our homepage, and also the link to the report. For any further questions, just give me a call or give me an email to my email address stated here. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Katarina. And I think you have done a great job. And just be able to provide that kind of facts and numbers to of course politicians and decision makers, but as well for other target groups. It's very valuable. So you don't assume you can do this or that and don't have any fact to rely on behind that. So thanks a lot. And like Katarina said, have a look at that link, and I saw that Therese at the program office put it out in the chat as well. So thanks a lot. Will you stop share your screen, Katarina?
Yes.
Thanks a lot. The next and the last presentate in our theme social sustainability today will be Anna Kumpula-Kostet, who works for Georange. Anna, most welcome.
Thank you. I hope you can see my screen.
Perfectly well.
I'm a part project leader within the Network for Mining Municipalities, together with Håkan Tarras-Wahlberg and Stefan Sädbom from Bergskraft. We have this project is ongoing, and it's all of next year also. The goals of the project is several, but the main goal is to establish a network between the mining municipalities, because we need to share the experience between each others. We need to find aims to look further in and investigate to help each other, because many times a municipality is quite lonely and a little part of a big investment as a mine project is. But also it has a really important part of the future society development and so on. The results so far, we have at this day 60 municipalities participating. We have also SGU with us, Kaunis Iron and Lovisa Gruvan. We have had 2 workshops in the springtime, and we are together with LTU, Luleå University. They are helping us with experience in municipalities with different impacts of mining. Perhaps those who have a long era of mining, those who have a short era, as Pajala, for example, and those who are waiting for a mine to come or restart. Upcoming activities, next step. Next week we have a seminar in Skellefteå with focus on permitting process, where different perspectives of this permitting process is lifted. We have, of course, the municipality, but we also have mining companies, and we have Länsstyrelsen, and we have Swedish Sami organization, SSR, who is all talking about their perspective in permitting process. And we also going to look further into the municipality role in the permitting process, and where there are opposite interests, for example, land use, where the municipality role and network can help to underlätta. I lost the word. Yeah, you know, talk about it anyway. Lovisa mine, a case, economic impact on the municipality with the mine, and a regional impact, economic impact. And we're also planning to visit Zinkgruvan early next year.
Anna, 1 minute.
Yes, and I was just about saying thank you. So you have 1 minute to get to someone else.
Thank you very much, Anna. And of course, another very, very important project. And I have been able to take part in the steering committee there. And I see all those different questions and thoughts from the municipalities in different stages, as you said. It's very important and filling a quite large gap, we suppose, in the program office, just what we have seen so far. So thanks again. We will now go